Well, I hope everyone's doing well. I thought I'd do a modified unboxing and inspection of my new Elegoo Saturn LCD printer. Inspection because I've read online a lot of people had problems with intermittent LCD displays and LED drivers, and to me this all sounds like problems with impact during transit. My box, though not totally destroyed, does have some impact and crushed crushed corners and things like that, and I want to give it a good going over before I start doing any prints, because you know, resin being what it is, it could get kind of expensive to have a print fail. I'm also going to be using water washable resins. I've never used them before. Very interested to see how that works. I do have an Anycubic Plus wash and cure station coming in tomorrow, so this will be a video that'll be in parts, maybe tied together, but still shot in parts over the course of a couple of days. I'm replacing what I originally had was a Formlabs A1 or 1A clone that had a bad Galvo, and I replaced it with this. This is a, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Calenda, C-E-L-A-N-D-I. This is the first K2 and had a lot of issues, especially with the membrane on the resin tank. When I got it, it was all scratched up and dinged, and the company just didn't seem to understand that the film had to be perfect, because whatever imperfections were in the film translated into the end product. And so I kind of gave up on them. They just really, in their early stage, didn't know what they were doing, and you know, was quite frustrated. So let's get to this. I'm going to switch over to manual focus, and I'm hoping that that doesn't come to bite me. The autofocus sometimes gets locked on things that aren't really relevant. So let's give this a shot here. Let's go manual. And we're focused. And now we'll get in and start tearing it apart. Let's bring the chair over. The rubber gloves are only here when I take the resin out of the container. I'm just really not a big fan of dealing with uncured. This is a company I've never heard of before and dealt with, but it was inexpensive. Again, it might come back and bite me. Just thought I'd give it a shot, and it's I think black. The color's not important. I just wanted something to evaluate water washable resins versus the regular resins, both name brand and off brands. This got some pretty good reviews, and you can find it on Amazon for around, I think, 24 bucks. The printer, by the way, I got from Banggood, and got a good price. It was $4.72, and I got it, geez, I think it was in about a week. I don't think it took much more than a week, and that's because it was already here in the States and only had to come cross country. When I used to live in LA, I probably would have gotten it a lot sooner, but now that I'm over on the other side, obviously transit, but still, I do believe it took about a week. I don't have the computer in front of me, so I can't really tell you when I placed the order, but it's not important. So pretty good, but then again, I would have expected it. I've seen enough unboxings in other YouTube videos. 3D Printer Nerd, who I like a lot. I think his videos are very entertaining, very informative, very knowledgeable gentleman. Also, a few others that I follow. So the printer looks to be in pretty good shape. I'm not going to bore you with what's in the box. I mean, it's got the build plate. It says the resin. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, tool bag, instructions, power brick with a US cord. Very good. Spatula, scraper. That, you got to make sure you realize this is for the build platform. You don't want to go into the resin tank using this. You're going to be using this for the resin tank. And even then, you want to be very, very careful. The film scratches easy, and any imperfection, dust, scratch, dent, blemish, whatever, is going to interfere with the image coming through from the LCD to the resin and affect the way that resin's cured, either by distorting the curing molecules, I guess, if we can go down that small, or affecting the bond to the previous layer. Okay, well, I'm not sure what this came off of, but okay. Got some pliers. Why this is crushed, I'm not sure. I got enough of these. Rubber gloves, face mask. Oh, no, I'm sorry. These are, I should be paying attention. Did I just blow this? These are the filters for pouring the resin back into the container. I'll be pouring mine into a separate container, not the original container. So, a couple of face masks, pretty lame ones. I've got some N95s that I'll be using. A very chintzy USB memory stick, and the all-important leveling paper. I've had people just toss this and use other means. This is, I think, really important because the amount of spring that you get in the build plate attachment mechanism, you'll see the setup that they've got. It floats, and I do believe that tension after you adjust it is all critical to this dimension against the stop on the Z-axis sensor. And if you use a thinner piece, you could end up putting too much pressure on the glass and cracking the LCD or the protective glass on the LCD panel. So, okay, I'm going to stop this. I don't think you all need to see me bust a gusset getting this out of the box. So we'll pause this, and I'll have it up on the table. Okay, and it looks like it survived pretty good. Let's get this around here so I can see what's going on. Well, let's take it off. There we go. One of the nice things I like about this particular approach is this is one solid molded piece. You can see here there's the dimple where it's injected molded. It's really, and it's quite nice. One solid piece, definitely better than some of these ones that I've seen that look like acrylic sheets that were glued together or that fell apart over time as the glues failed, and just not the best approach I could imagine. So, all right. These wrong feet. Very well packed in the internal sense. The exterior, of course, you can only go so far, otherwise the box would be the size of a car.